Hi, how are you guys doing? We'll see how many people come on. If there's enough people, it might go on a rant. See. Well, we got two. We got two people. I mean, two people. That's kind of worth it. You never know. I don't know. I don't think this is gonna be super long, but watch me also go on forever. Anyways, how are you guys? Well, guy, because I think we lost a person. That's okay. I'll talk to that one person that's watching. Because I guess one person is important. Everyone's important, you know? But, like, really? I don't know, guys. Have you guys been using AI, like, at all? Because I've been kind of playing around with it the last week. Just because I was like, okay, whatever. Why not? And, like, seriously, it is insane. Like, I don't know. It's just I heard all those stories about like people like talking to like AI chatbots and stuff, and like I don't know, falling in love or like being convinced to do weird things. And I was just kind of like, that's not possible. Like, how could you think that that's a human or like a friend? Like, clearly it's a chatbot. We all know what chatbots used to be like. Like, they were kind of annoying. They always go back to like their default setting, and it's like you never get the answer, and you always just want to talk to like the person. But I don't know, guys. If you've been playing around with AI at all, like it's pretty impressive, and I low key am like I could see it. I could see how that could happen because just even like chatting with the AI bot for like a day or two, by the end of the day, it's like making jokes and suggestions and like they're not wrong. I mean, maybe they're not all right. Obviously, check facts, all that. I don't know how factually correct they are, but like I don't know. I wouldn't say it's any less factually inaccurate than anything on the internet, and arguably more because it is siphoning through a vast amount of sources, not just like one source that you have to read yourself. I don't know. It's just like crazy. And it's kind of crazy how it can like chat to you and it kind of low key sounds like a person. And I'm like, I don't know. If you were lonely or like a child or you didn't know any better, I could see how you could get confused. And it kind of like adds this question like, what was the point of like all of the schooling? Because like I just remember, I don't know, maybe this will make me sound really old, but like when I was a kid, my teachers would always be like, oh, you gotta learn to do math because you're not always gonna have a calculator in your pocket. Or you gotta learn to like conjugate that verb yourself because you're not always gonna have your beshel in your pocket, or you're gonna need to know the definition for that yourself because you're not always gonna have a dictionary in your pocket. Well, guess what? What's a phone? A phone is literally all those things in your pocket. So like I feel like that might be why. If you look at like the education system and then like why kids are so uninterested, one because you know lockdown kind of messed stuff up, but also like I think it's like well yeah because like memorizing stuff doesn't like there's no point. Why memorize it? And like sure there's like the whole like don't cheat, don't use AI, like, blah blah blah. But like what if like I know people that have actually not used AI to write stuff and then people accuse them of using AI because it was I don't know, people just like assume it's well written, it must be AI. But like no, people also like used to know how to write. But I don't know, also like why did we learn how to write? Like it just kind of proves all that a little bit pointless. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm crazy. But I'm just like what is going to happen in the next few years? Like how is it going to change? And I bet this is kind of how like our grandparents felt when like okay, maybe not grandparents. I don't know. I just bet it was like whenever technology was invented. Like I bet when the internet first came out, or like even when the telephone was like easily available, or like TV was in color instead of in black and white. Like all these things, like people were really scared of, but somehow we figured it out. So I guess we're gonna figure it out. But it's just kind of I don't even know how we are because like I don't know like are we going to be in a world where it's going to be more like in some of the sci-fi novels where the technology kind of does like all the grunt work and then we just kind of like do the fun stuff? But then what about the people who like aren't able to do the fun stuff? Like, what if all you're able to do is like the heavy lifting and now you can't do that because you can't lift more than a robot? I mean, I guess there's already that because like already like tractors can lift more than people. Therefore, you need less people on farms because you have a tractor. But how much of it was we invented tractors because we didn't have enough people on farms? I don't know. Either way, it's all very confusing. And it's a little distressing. And I don't know, man. If I had a human baby, I would be concerned for them. I don't know. I would be unsure how to guide them, which is weird because before you used to be able to like, okay, well, get a job, blah blah blah. But now it's like, I don't know, man. I guess learn how to look after robots or something. I don't know, cause like I guess still gonna need mechanics and all that. But it's just like how much will the world change? I don't know. And I feel like that's kind of why, partially why like everything's so crazy because it's just like what's gonna happen, and I think nobody knows what's gonna happen, which then only makes us more unsure, which then only makes people more likely to do crazy things because like well if the world's gonna end anyways we might as well all end. I don't know, it's crazy. And like how stressful is it that like every day it's like oh shoot there is another conflict or stressful event that might have repercussions. I don't know. And then everyone's fighting all the time. I don't know, guys. Right, Miles? You're just like you humans. You silly, silly humans. I know. You're just like, I don't know. Just pet me. That's all the dogs care about. They don't even care. But like things are crazy. Like, I don't know. I just feel like now, like, bro, like who uses Google? Just use AI. But that's just like so crazy because like I don't know. I just remember like convincing people that like using Google was like an adequate way of getting information. I don't know. It's crazy. Like, what's gonna happen in like 10 years? I don't know, bro. Maybe it'll also solve all our problems. Maybe the robots will fix everything. I hope the robots fix everything. I hope they give us the answer to the problems we have. I don't know. That would be nice. Anyways, I think I'm probably done ranting, and I feel like I don't know. I don't really have anything else to say. So I guess thank you for watching. I appreciate it. Yeah. Miles is doing great, and Zupa's chilling. So, what do you think? Oh, you're like, I don't care about AI, Mom. If AI won't give me pets, I don't care about AI. Maybe we'll get an AI bot that will come and give you, or not an AI bot, a robot that will give you guys scratches, so then Mom's arm can take a break. Anyways, night everyone. I know. Bye.